Good day and welcome to my channel Investing with Ro. We will be discussing the latest news in crypto and stocks. We'll also be looking at some technical analysis for both crypto and stocks. We'll be looking at some investment into real estate. Should one invest in commercial property, residential property? What are the possible return on investments there and all the investment opportunities alongside with it, as well as online business and how you can start your online business course. So first of all, just a disclaimer of note, this is not financial advice. It's purely for educational purposes and for your information. My goal is to build up a community as well as that we can create wealth together, identifying opportunities where we can invest in, where we can make some money together. So please like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more daily videos to be uploaded. So when I jumped into the crypto game and when my crypto journey started, I had absolutely no idea what should I invest in. All I knew was Bitcoin because everybody spoke about it, as well as everybody said it's a bubble and it's about to burst. Well, you know what, I think that this is the opportunity of a lifetime where one can make lots of money and create generational wealth. So this video is about what was my initial portfolio, taking into account that I didn't know anything about crypto or whatsoever. I did a lot of research, looked at the different altcoins there is, also the utility. So for me, what was important for me was utility. I wanted to invest because I'm a long-term investor, and I also wanted to invest into coins that will be here for the long run. You get a lot of these coins that are just a bump and run and then absolute rug pull. You'll put your $1,000 into it and literally thinking it's gonna 10, 100 and 1000x, but then it went to $10, and that's what I wanted to avoid. Crypto is a very volatile game. Investing into it's very volatile. It's not like the stock market where they consider a 20% downward trend a stock market crash. 20% up or down movement in crypto is absolutely normal. You get that on a week by week basis. So I can say this is a phenomenal roller coaster. So let's look at my initial portfolio. What did I invest in? Why did I invest in this? And why did I set my portfolio up like this? And also stick around to the end. I'm going to tell you exactly what growth did I get in absolutely, I think it's about 2 months, the growth that I got with this portfolio and how I built my portfolio up. So first of all, I decided initially to invest 50% of my initial capital into Bitcoin. Why? Because if you look at Bitcoin's market dominance, it's sitting at 41%. It is the king of all cryptocurrencies. It is it's the gold, digital gold of cryptocurrencies, if I can say it like that. It is not as volatile as all the other cryptocurrencies. So, you know, where Bitcoin would move 10% up or down, other cryptocurrencies can, you know, move about 30%, 40%. So that's why I decided to just reduce my risk a bit, and I've put 50% into Bitcoin. Bitcoin currently has a market cap, but to make of this video, of 884 billion. You can see it's dominant in the market. Next up, my second, the second 20%, I invested in Ethereum. For me, Ethereum is like the oil of digital currency. It's also the second largest, sitting at a market dominance of 19% of the total market cap for cryptocurrencies. So between the two of them, I sat at a 70% investment for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if you can look at the market dominance here between Bitcoin and Ethereum, you're sitting at about 60%. So me being about 10% invested more into those, my portfolio allocation being 10% more than what the total market dominance is for Bitcoin Ethereum, just reduced my risk a lot. Well, actually not by a lot, but it reduced it quite significantly. So any movement up or down, I would not FOMO in or out, so large caps is anything identify as above $10 billion market cap, and I invested 15% of my initial capital into large caps. The coins that I invested in for large caps was mainly Solana, Avalanche, as well as Terra Luna. What my strategy was behind that was all my profits that I would make out of my initial investment. For instance, I had, let's say, $1,500 invested in between the three of these, and if between the three of those I had a profit of let's say $500. For instance, now it went up from $1,500 to $2,000. I would take out that $500 and I would keep it. I would build up a liquidity to invest into more projects, and therefore, so that was the way I built up my portfolio, going from only initially invested into Solana, Terra Luna, Avalanche, into investing into Cardano, Polkadot, as well as Matic, and that's how I increased my large cap allocation quite significantly. So mid caps is anything. Is defined as anything between any cryptocurrencies between 1 and 10 billion. These cryptocurrencies definitely have the potential to run up to 10x. They usually have a lot of utility. If you look at just one of them that is my absolute favorite, is definitely, you can look at Phantom. Currently, Phantom is sitting at a $1.52 with a market cap of 3.8 billion. So for Phantom to increase from 3.8 to 10 billion market cap is definitely going to be like a 2.5x your money. You can see the run of, if we look at the all-time charts here. This please take note, this is on CoinMarketCap. This is not a in-depth technical analysis. You can see here that Phantom had a bit of a run up there, had a pullback there, and a massive explosion here. Pullback, explosion, and you can see there we're at the bottom there. Keep an eye on Phantom. Maybe it's a good entry point here. Definitely a project with a lot of utility. Also, another project that I invested in was in the metaverse space, Sandbox, sitting at a $3.5 price range here with a total market cap of $4. For this to 2x is definitely doable. You can see here all-time highs was just over $8, and it's currently at $3.53. So if Sandbox reaches its all-time high again, that's 2x your money. Easy. Does it have the potential? I definitely think so. When there's another bull market coming up or a bull cycle coming up like we had in 2021, where we had two massive bull runs in the crypto market, definitely if you just hold this coin, and not panic sell, just it definitely has the potential. Another coin that I also invested into in my mid-cap portfolio was Mana, Decentraland, also in the metaverse space. Decentraland and Sandbox were the only two that I initially invested in, purely because they're quite high up on the rankings of the top metaverse coins. The utility behind this is phenomenal. I mean, just the other day there was a metaverse wedding held in Decentraland. That's absolutely crazy. You can see here all-time high just over $5, and it's currently sitting at $2.74. So this is also has the potential. It's done it in the past. It can do it again. So history does repeat itself. So the secret to success in cryptocurrency is, yes, it sucks to see your portfolio go down by 20-30%, but just stick it out. If it's done it before, it can do it again. So just stick it out, and don't look at your portfolio every single day. You know, that's also one mistake I did initially, was to every single hour I would look on my portfolio, and it will drive you absolutely nuts. So that's one of the lessons I've learned. Yeah, so those were some of the mid-cap coins I invested in, the projects. You can see all these projects, they were CertiK audited, you know, so and they had utility behind it. So definitely that's why I invested in them. Small cap coins, anything below 1 billion, I just allocated 5% to that. So these small cap coins, they really do have the potential to absolutely explode. I'm talking about 10x, 100x, 200x your money. Definitely projects, you need to do your own research on this. You need to find projects with utility that's going to stick out here in the long run. You know, anything, if you take it a project below 1 billion, let's say a project $500 million market cap, if that project has utility, it's got a good community behind it, the support, you know, CertiK audit, stuff like that, it has the potential to absolutely blow up. Putting a 10x from there is only 5 billion, putting it in the same range as like Sandbox and Decentraland. Please take note that these small cap gems, they really have the potential to 10x, 50x, 100x, but they also have the potential to absolutely go to zero. So it's very important to do your own research there, and not to invest in any rug pull, because there are a lot of rug pull projects out there. Some of the projects that I really like, and I think that if it's a long-term hold for on this project, if you buy into this project, stick it out for the long run, I really think it's going to make a lot of waves in the future, is Ocean's Protocol, sitting at a 64 cents a token there. You can see if you look at the all-time chart, just having a quick overview here, you can see it's actually testing that significant resistance level there, which it tested the first time when it had its massive run up. All-time high at just over $1.82, and definitely from here it's at least a 3x your money if it goes to all-time high again. The market cap for this is just below $400 million. So if you take it, keeping, let's say, the circulating supply just stays the same or more or less in the same range, 10x from there, $4 billion. I mean, that is phenomenal. But also you need to look at utility. Ocean's Protocol, definitely one project to look out for in the Web 3.0 space. That was one of the projects that I also invested in for my small cap portfolio allocation. So just a quick overview here. Bitcoin 50% initially, Ethereum 20%, my large caps 15%, and my mid caps 10%, and my small caps 5%. So now you're going to ask, how did you grow your portfolio from with 170% within a matter of just like a month and a half to 2 months. Well, what I would do is, my Bitcoin and Ethereum are my long-term holds. However, if I won't actually even take profits with Bitcoin and Ethereum. If it had a massive run up, yes, I'll take profits there. I'll build up a liquidity there, putting it into stable coins, USD Tether or so. But my profits I would definitely take with between my large caps, mid caps and small caps, taking some significant profit there, building up my liquidity, USD Tether, and then investing again into projects that has a lot of utility. I've built up my large cap portfolio from investing initially into Solana, Avalanche, and to Terra Luna, just expanding it. Now I've got Matic, I've got Cardano, I've got Polkadot, and that's all through my profits that I've taken in these 3 sections here. I think there's a lot of opportunity coming up. So like I've said, this portfolio that I initially invested in here grew by 170%, no jokes, and it's just because I didn't FOMO in, I didn't FOMO out, whether there were blood on the streets here. I just kept on buying in, dollar cost averaging in, and that was also my secret to success. One of the golden rules in crypto is, if you buy in at $10 and that investment of yours drops to $8 now, you got to dollar cost averaging if you have available cash to bring your average purchase price down. By purchasing it at $8, you're going to bring your average price down from $10 to $9, and that was the secret. But a lot of people, 90% of the people, when they see $10 going down to $8, they sell and they realize that loss. Do not realize that loss, just stick it out, it will get better. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that you'll subscribe to my channel. I really want to grow this community. I want to help you, I want you to help me, and that we can create wealth together. So until the next video, cheers.